go.
You can tell us when you want it.
Okay, right.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for coming to this conference this morning. I'm a solicitor and a family friend of the Hindochas. Ashok Bhai Hindocha is here, and Anni's brother, Amish, is here as well. And we'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you. I would like to thank you, Mr. Prakash, for lending us this conference room for this conference. And like I say, he's a good friend of ours. Questions?
So any questions?
How are you feeling today, seeing Trin?
We lift, hopefully from today and onwards, this case will be about Anni. Till now, it hasn't been about what really happened to her.
It's been a very long time getting to this point, Mr. Hindocha. Who or what do you blame for this delay?
We cannot blame anybody. It's the justice system that is the way it is. Obviously, we were extremely surprised that it took such a long time. There is one nation, one powerful nation, intelligent nation called United Kingdom has a treaty with South Africa, and that treaty was again challenged. So we're happy that it went through. Unfortunately, it took too long time.
How have the last 3.5 years been for you and the family, the rest of Anni's family?
Torture.
You know, it's been very difficult. There is no light in our family anymore. We struggle very much, and I think, with the help of South African people, with the help of British people, we are at least trying to cope. But it's been very difficult, and we need justice for Anni. That's the only thing we have in our mind, and we hope we'll get it soon.
How confident are you that there will now be a trial?
We are confident that there is going to be some kind of court case. We need it. South Africa needs it. The world needs it. We have too many followers following this case. And I presume everybody wants to know what happened to Anni. It's simple. Why did she die? Why did she have to die? We know who killed Anni. We know that. The 3 people pointing finger at the husband. He's a suspect. He has got a lot of questions to answer. We need those answers so we can move on.
What are your feelings today about Shriyan?
But feelings are the same. We need answers. That's it.
I wouldn't say I'm happy. I would say I'm delighted that it's one step forward, because as long as it goes forward, then I'm happy, because we have been used to this in 3.5 years. When the judge is saying he's getting extradited, then there's an appeal, the next judge says he's getting extradited, the emotions get up and down, and I think we have started to learn to live day by day and hour by hour. So let's just hope he'll be on the plane tonight. That's more.
What time is he due to fly?
We don't know.
There's been a lot of speculation that Shriyan has maybe not been as ill as his lawyer claims.
That is for the doctors to decide. I'm the doctor. However, what I can say is that these past 3.5 years, the feeling that we have had about being helpless, totally helpless. We have no say in this country. We are not the citizens of this country. And we have no say in South Africa as well. But we had so much people, German public from both the countries, really supporting us in any way they could and can. That has been a relief.
What difference has that made, having that level of support?
That was the energy kick that has been pushing us forward.
I think that has been keeping us moving, going at least, because even when I was in South Africa for McGuinness trial, people were coming up to us, random people from the street, crying, saying, "I'm sorry this has happened in our country." And everyone is seeking justice for her. Anni has become a global daughter for the whole world, and I think all the messages I receive every day, it's keeping us at least going a little bit forward.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the messages and support that you've had? Is it on a daily basis, you say?
Daily basis. I mean, they are offering us free accommodations in South Africa for the trial. People are. When we went to the restaurants there, they wouldn't accept to take the bills after we pay, and they have been very, very supportive towards us.
What faith do you have in the South African judiciary?
Well, like I said, one of the great nations in this world has a treaty with South Africa. If they believe in the justice system, so do we. In this case, we really believe it's going to be watched by the world media in this case. And we have absolutely no doubt that this is going to be a trial, a fair trial.
Has news of his extradition restored your faith in the justice system here and indeed in South Africa?
Like I said, case about Anni hasn't started yet. We've been let down during this 3.5 years of period, knowing that there is a treaty between these two nations, yet we have to wait 3.5 years. Obviously, justice has been made anyways, but Anni, it starts about Anni now.
And if he stands trial in South Africa, will you be there?
Yes, all the family will be there from day one.
Will that be from the bail hearing or only from the start of the trial?
Bail hearing is nothing to do with Anni as such, but when the case starts, we'll be there.
How are Annie's mum and dad? How are they coping?
Not
It's
well.
a sad story.
You know, I have trouble sleeping, and I know my dad can't sleep. And I call him, right? 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Yeah, I know he's awake. He can't sleep. He's there. It's very tough for him. And I try to be strong for him.
And the mom has not know the
What has it been like the last 3+ years, isn't it now? I mean, clearly it's taken its toll on the family, but today is quite a pivotal moment for you, isn't it? But what's it been like in the whole scope of everything else?
It was, at the beginning, we thought this is a very simple case, until she became a suspect. And then we found out, oh, there is an extradition treaty. There should be any problems, this will go over very fine. You go and explain what happened, and game over, right? Whatever it is, the case board will be there, and we'll start the mourning process, which we haven't started yet. Then the case started here in UK, extradition case. And I was personally extremely surprised. 4 days of the case was about South African prison system, South African health system, South African justice system, medical system. That came as a surprise, extreme surprise, because we thought, it's just a case. We go there, explain everything, what happened, and it's over. Whatever it is, it did not happen. And that has been very, very heavy on the family, because you expect now, the judge says, you have to go, Teresa Mayer says, fine, and then the last minute there's a pill. It's another waiting. And that waiting, that has been devastating.
He's killing us inside. He's killing us.
You've said that it's been a very long legal battle. How relieved are you that it could be slowly drawing to an end?
It is an extreme relief that finally this case is going to be about Anni, not the South African prison system or the health system or whatever it is. We just hope and wish Shrian a speedy recovery, so he's fit to stand trial as soon as possible.
Does it make it more difficult knowing that the other 3 accused who've been sentenced are now serving their time, and then the 4th person, the vital cog in the case, hasn't yet faced the same processes that the 3 others have?
See, we want to know the truth about what happened to Anni. There are a lot of speculations here and there, but we would like to have a court case where you can cross-examine the witnesses, and then and only then you will find the truth. We don't want a documentary doing a judge or a case out of it, or some spin doctor looking in the eyes and making a court case. We want this to be a fair trial.
And of course we would have liked to everyone stand in the dock at the same time, but because they have, in South Africa, they have Magini, Kwabe, they have right for a speedy trial. So I mean, it's been prolonging from the husband, but of course we would have liked to have all the ones, the accused, at the same time in the dock.
When was the last time you saw Sean?
During the funeral.
The funeral. How, if you can roll forward to possibly September when the trial begins, how are you going to feel when you see him?
I don't think I'm going to feel any different or in any other way. My feelings are the same. I want to know the truth. What happened? You will have to speak up. What happened?
There's a lot of questions.
No, because there are 5 people in the car. 1 girl, 4 men. 3 men are in jail. 1 girl was shot here in the neck. 1 person hasn't answered the questions. What happened in the car that day, that night? That's all we want to know, and why? Why did such a beautiful girl with a future in front of her have to give her life? Why?
Yeah.
Thank you. Any more questions? Thank you for letting me know.
Actually, brother.